friends. Today we are going to go to algebra land, super fun land, and solve equations with decimals. Old news. A lot of this is old news. We're just putting it all together. So we're going to solve the equation of -3 equals t divided by 2 1/10 minus a -8/10. Lots of stuff thrown in here, but all things you know how to do. So right away off the top, we're going to go ahead and stop, chop, chop. And this becomes an easy addition equation. So you get -3 equals t divided by 2 1/10 plus 8/10. Okay, my first move is I'm going to draw a line on my equals, and I have division and I have addition. I'm going to try to get my t all by itself, just like I have always done in equations. And to do that, I'm going to start by moving my add 8/10. And I just want to move it over to the other side. To do that, I would need to subtract 8/10 because this will give me 0. But if I do it to one side of my equation, I must do it to the other. Here I can go stop, chop, chop. I have -3 plus -8/10. So that's easy enough. It's just going to be -3 8/10. Now I have divide by 2 1/10. The inverse operation of division is multiplication. So I multiply by 2 1/10. Okay, so now I have this problem, -3 8/10 times 2 1/10. I know how to do multiplication of decimals. I pull my decimals out, I'm going to multiply them both as whole numbers. And then I'll put the decimal back in. I go ahead and add. And I had one decimal place here, one here, so that means I'm going to end up with 2. And then I also have to go back and remember this one was negative and this one was positive. A negative times a positive is a negative answer. So my solution to my equation ends up being t is equal to 7 98/100, which is a fantastic answer, I hope. But the only way I really know is if I use the power in the check. And I fill it back into my equation. So I fill in -7 98/100. And I divide it by 2 1/10. And I subtract a -8/10. Now, really, I already know that this is going to stop, chop, chop, and become an addition problem, right? To check, I'm going to go ahead and use my calculator. I'm going to pull it out. Okay? And here I have it. I'm going to fill in my 7 98/100. And that's negative, and I'm going to divide it by 2 1/10. And that gives me -3 8/10 plus a positive 8/10. And so again, I could go back to my calculator. You probably already know this at this point, I super hope. But if I add 8/10 to that answer, I get -3. I look over here. Woo, look at that. That's exactly what I wanted it to be. So now I'm 100% confident that I am a super math rock star. And that my answer certainly is t equals -7 98/100. Remember, when we solve equations with decimals, it's just all of those good equation solving skills that we've been using all along. Inverse operations, just stay on it, keeping your two sides balanced. Those things stay the same whether we have decimals or not. Have an awesome day, friends.